What's good, everybody? It's just your neighbor angler, MoneyBass, out here about to do this thing we call Bass for Cash. All right, appreciate everybody for tuning in. We're gonna make this one another good one. We're gonna make this another good one. So today we're gonna run back and do what we ended off doing at the last one. We're gonna go out here and see if we can find a few of these fish in the back of these coves, fishing some crankbaits, and just having some fun with it. So maybe you guys may have noticed, but I got my new screen back. Got my 12-inch Helix Humminbird unit right here. So I'll be running my live imaging on that. But we may not be using it as much today because we're going to be, like I said, pretty much cranking, going in around in some coves, just seeing if we can find some shallow water fish. Want to give a big shout out to fishxlive.com. Make sure you guys go and check that out if you are a tournament organization, any type of fishing club, whether that's bass fishing, crappie fishing, catfishing, any of that kind of stuff dealing with tournaments. FishX Live is the premier live streaming tournament fishing app, guys. You can host your tournaments from there, whether it be using the live leaderboard, using the live streaming capabilities, all of that good stuff. Make sure you check out fishxlive.com. All right, the other thing, shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations. It is time, to get that seasonal stuff ready as the weather begins to change. So any of your outdoor, residential and commercial lawn services that you need, just look out for SWAT Lawn Operations. All right, guys, so we're going to do this thing we call Bass for Cash, where I come out here, I catch the fish, I will show you those fish, we'll put them on the measuring board, all that good stuff, and all you have to do is guess the weight of the fish. All right, if you guess the exact weight of the fish, then you'll walk away with a nice cash prize. All of the details for the rules of engagement for Bass for Cash are located in the description of this video, all right? So if you have any questions, comments, any of that good stuff, make sure you get active in the chat. So we're going to go ahead and roll out to, let's see, we're going to kind of scout around for a second. We're going to try to find some ledges on the map. And from there, we're going to see if we can find any active fish, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and make this run. Who do we have tuning in today? We have Brian, the Fisherman Baker. What's going on? We have Cade, George Jones. We have Reps. Says, hey, Money. Mods in the chat. Hope all is well. All right, you said, is it overcast today? Not really. It's not overcast. We have some nice blue skies. The sun is up there hiding out somewhere. All right, Jeremy Pruitt says, what's good? So we're doing good, guys. All right, so we're going to roll out, get to this first spot. Make sure you guys get active in the chat. And as always, hit that like button on the way in so we will be ready to go. All right, so let's roll out, guys. All right, guys, we are going to get things rolling today. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Like I said, make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Man, it's a little windy out here today, guys. It's a little windy out here today. So, like I said, we got our unit back from the from Humminbird. They replaced that unit for me, guys. So we're gonna test that out today, and of course, we're gonna start out throwing this crankbait, like we had talked about before. Let's go ahead and make sure everything is set up for us. What's going on, Chauncey? Chauncey said he is like number 10. Really appreciate that. So like I said, we're just gonna get out here. We're gonna do some cranking today, guys. All right, let's make sure all my systems and everything are booted up. Let's just reset everything. All right, we're gonna reset everything, turn everything back on. One of the things that I did want to do while I'm out here today, since I have as you see, I have all my units back on the boat, so we're gonna get all that set up and running today. And have a little fun with it. What's going on? We have Roxanne tuning in. All right, there we go. Let's just get everything reset. That was not a good cast. All right, so what kind of plans do you guys have for this weekend? I think it's kind of a special weekend, right, guys? Valentine's Day? Is anybody doing anything special for Valentine's Day? One of the things that I'm going to be looking for is, like, if you can see, there's some area over there where we have some rock that come out a little bit. So we're going to bang this crankbait off of these rocks. Let's see if we can find what we need for today. All right, now we're just going to wait and make sure everything connects to the system the way it's supposed to. So I'm just got to make sure my electronics and everything are all working together, networked together. Really appreciate everybody for tuning in. We have Jalayla tuning in, says, I'm celebrating because it's my uncle's day on Valentine's Day. All right, good deal. Oh, man, that crankbait feels good banging off of those rocks down there. But hopefully we will be able to get some good fish to the boat today. Today's mission is to cover water. So the water level is up a lot higher than what it normally is. Does anybody in the chat, does anybody know how to check the water level on a lake? Can somebody go to Google and type in Lake Lanier water level and let me know what you guys see. What do you see as the water level out here? Brian says it's supposed to be raining all weekend. Oh yeah, so that's kind of ugly. Jalayla says it's snowing where I'm at. So yeah, I mean, it's the temps did drop here a little bit. That cold front came through. We had some good rains that came through last night. We have Cash tuning in. What's going on? Good to see you back in the chat. So we're out here. We're going to be running, guys. We're going to be out here doing some cranking for today. Let me just make sure that I have my settings on here right, because one of the things that I definitely want to do while I'm out here, and I see that things did change. Some of my settings must have changed when everything was reset. So let's go in here and just make sure that everything is up and running the way it's supposed to be. Live settings. There we go. That's why it wasn't working. It won't work if it's not turned on, right? So now let's go in here and check some of these other settings. Installation depth. Yeah, so everything appears to have reset. So I keep mine on the port side, on pitch and roll. All right, let's spot lock in place real quick. Interference rejection. Let's put that on. Let's put that on low. Range grids, don't need that. Boat icon, don't need that. All right, let's head out of there. 360 settings. Let's just double check that. All right, that's looking kind of good. All right, now let's see if it's a go. Let's see if it's a go now, guys. What's going on, Frisco? Says, oh my word, just dropped in to see some cranking again. Oh, yes, sir. We're out here doing some cranking once again. Let's see. All right, Jalayla says, it's 1071 feet. So yes, that is full pool, but I need to know, is it above or below full pool right now? So right now the water level looks pretty high compared to what it has been since I've been coming out here. All right, I see my crankbait right down there stuck on a little tree branch. Let's see if we can just pop it off of there. How about that? Just took the whole tree branch and everything. All right, Frisco says it's 0.45 over full pool, above full pool. All right, and that is what I thought. I figured it'd be something above full pool, just wasn't quite sure what it was, which means I need to go in here and adjust my mapping, my settings on here. So I'll do that in just a second. Let's make sure my network is set up right. 2D. Let's see, G2N. Get that connected. 360 live. All right, so it's showing that my live is not on the network, and that is why, because it's not turned on. All right, appreciate that, Frisco. What's going on? We have Clint Perry tuning back in. Delta Bass says, good evening, fish and friends. So yeah, we're gonna see if we can get a few fish to the boat out here. We're gonna focus on some cranking again, guys. So we're right at the mouth of this cove. So we're gonna fish all the way around this cove, then see how long that'll take for us to just kind of burn through here real quick. And then we're gonna pack up and run to the next cove. So that's pretty much the game plan, guys. Frisco says, when a lake is under, let me see, when a lake is under is when it really makes the difference. Kay says, have you not caught a fish? I guess that's what you're asking. No, we're just getting started, Kay. This is I don't even know if I've made 10 casts yet. But yeah, we're just getting rolling out here. All right, there we go. So this is the new unit, the replacement unit that I was telling you guys I got. So let's go ahead and go through here and just check some of the settings on here. So you guys know I like running mine on the setting number 13. So let's go through here and check a few things. So the forward range 95. Persistence mode. You know, I like running my persistence mode on low. So we're going to check and see how the interference and all that stuff it is on this unit too. Let's see. Forward, steer, target lock. Let's see. Nah, we don't need target lock. All right, what else do we have? Home sweep, auto sensitivity on. No, we don't need that. Contrast. Let's go ahead and blow this thing out real quick till it starts getting too much interference. Actually, let's go up here. I like putting my sensitivity all the way up. Then we'll adjust our contrast from there. Kind of get that cleared up a little bit. So we'll just have to kind of play with this a little bit because this unit, I just received it. So as we, you know, kind of fish around throughout the day, I'll be making adjustments so I can get that kind of dialed in the way that I want. Let's see. Let's go back up to contrast real quick. We'll dial that down a little bit more. All right, there's some nice rocks coming out right out here too, guys. So I like areas like this where these rocks are at, because sometimes those fish will kind of relate to those areas. Feel it banging off of those rocks just a little bit. Frisco says, check that ditch and the drain. Well, we're going to check them out, Frisco. Frisco says, is it new or refurb? How can you tell? Oh, man, I thought I had a little something. But how can you tell, Frisco? My guess is that it would be refurb since they've discontinued the Helix units. But I don't really know how I would tell the difference on that. Mascot says, hold on, man. Is that a crankbait? Yes, sir. It sure is. I have some crankbaits that I picked up from that sale at Academy. Probably won't throw those today, though. We have WA Fishing Outdoors says, howdy. Can I get a shout out? I just subbed. What's going on? Good to see you in the chat. So we're out here doing this thing called Bass for Cash for anybody that is new to the channel. Make sure you have hit that subscribe button. It does not cost a thing for you guys to participate. And for anybody that does not know, Bass for Cash is where I come out here on a weekly basis, kind of scout around on the lake, see if we can get a few fish to the boat. As I get the fish to the boat, all you have to do is guess the exact weight of the fish. That's it. And be a subscriber, of course. You just have to subscribe to the channel, guess the exact weight of the fish, and you will walk away with a nice cash prize. Now, the rules of engagement are in the chat. Remember, it does not cost a thing to participate. But you guys also know that membership does have its privileges. For the members of the channel, those are the people that you will hear me refer to as the Money Team. They have the badges next to the name. They get 2 guesses per fish, guys. Everybody else, you get 1. The easiest way to get disqualified when we do this thing called Bass for Cash is to put more than 1 guess in the chat, all right? So you do not want to do that. Man, these rocks are feeling good, guys. I thought I had a bite. Ish says that looks like Stone Mountain a little. I mean, there's some rocks over here. You see these rocks on the bank? So these rocks actually come out into the water too. So that's pretty much what I'm targeting right now. I'm targeting these rocks. What's going on, Lorenzo? Tuning in. Frisco said, if he grounds a paying member, you need to ask for a refund. Let's hit back there one more time. Come along that bank. Man, those rocks sure do feel good. All I need to do now is feel a fish's mouth on the end of that hook. Gregory says, I hear you flooded your boat again. I did not. I just did it that one time, guys. Just that one time. Now, in the chat, who saw the video where I put out the little short where I was out here sinking on the lake? Some of you actually may have been watching live whenever it happened, and I ended up cutting the that live stream short because I was like, hey, I need to hurry up and see if I can make sure I can make it back to the boat ramp. But who saw the video or was actually viewing live whenever I was out here on the lake and I was sinking on the lake? Put sinking in the chat if you guys either saw that video or you were watching the live whenever I was sinking. So Frisco says he saw the short. Did you see the comments? Did you see all of the crazy comments? I think that short, I think that may have been the one that got about 50,000 views on it, guys. Can somebody check and see? Can somebody check that short and see how many views it has? I think that thing has around 50,000 views on it, but the comments were crazy. They're like, hey man, just get on plane and let the let the water run out. But guys, the boat would not get on plane because there was actually water down here in the cockpit area. That's how full the boat was of water. But from that 15-second clip, obviously people did not know that. But if you go back and watch the end of the live stream whenever I was out here, you can see as I'm kind of moving around and doing stuff, you can actually see water down by my feet inside of the boat. Delta Bass says sinking live and on TikTok. Frisco says I wouldn't have posted that. Everybody's done it. Everybody's done it. Maybe to not that extent. All right, so we're bouncing this through that laydown. That's a pine tree right there. So if I'd have noticed that was a pine tree, I would not have cast it over there because pine trees are my nemesis when it comes to crankbaits. Loco says, that's beautiful water you're fishing in. Really appreciate that. Clint Perry says, keep recording in circumstances like that. All right, Frisco says, my Ranger has a remote plug. Yeah, I don't have one of those remote plugs. Generally, I do not even remove the plug from my boat. And that is the reason why I forgot to put it back in, because I just leave my plug in the boat all of the time. The only reason I had removed the plug that day is because I had went to a tournament and, yeah, look at it, got caught right there on the edge of that branch. But I had went to a tournament and it was raining pretty bad during that tournament. Loco, am I saying that right? Says, I moved to the desert. I miss fishing. Man, what desert did you move to? Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure you have already hit the like button for me, guys. It really, really does help the channel. Also, we are doing this thing we call Bass for Cash. If you are new to the channel, if this is your first time to the channel, and you may not know the rules of engagement for Bass for Cash, meaning how do you actually get a chance to win any of this money? If you're new to the channel, type the word new in the chat for me. I always like to see who we have stopping through so I can, you know, introduce you to the money team, to the members of the channel, to the people that are here on a regular basis, because we do get together on a weekly basis and get out here and have some fun with it, guys. Let's see, I'm going to play around with my electronics for just a second. Do we have anyone in the chat that is new to the channel? right, looks like we have a few people. Chef Boy putting new in there, knowing you are not new. Robert Davis says new. What lake is this? I am out here on Lake Lanier in Georgia. We are looking for a few spotted bass. We have Ralph. Looks like Ralph is new. Gabe is new. What's going on, Christian? Chris, who is that? Kristen. Jay is new. Ralph says I'm new and just subscribe. Really appreciate that. Now, for anybody that is new to the channel, all you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel to participate in Bass for Cash. What I do on a weekly basis is get out here, see if we can catch a fish or two. Once I get the fish to the boat, all you have to do is guess the exact weight of the fish, and that is all that is needed in order for you to walk away with a nice cash prize, all right? So that's it, just quick and simple. All right, let's see. I see some fish down here underneath the boat looking like they want to have a little fun. So let's get down there and play around with them and see. So there's my bait coming down, guys. There's a fish right down here below the boat somewhere swimming around. So we're going to go down there and see if we can get their attention. What's going on, Whipstick? We got Whipstick tuning in. Shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations, guys. One of the original sponsors of Bass for Cash. Out here making everything possible for everybody to get out here and have some fun. It was not interested. Jay says, what's the water temperature? Water temperature is sitting at about 52 degrees. All right, let's try this one more time. All right, so we have kind of a crowd down there now, guys. So take a look. That's my bait right here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 fish right down there. So we're going to see if we can get any of these fish to bite. They're a little finicky out here today, though, guys. Ralph says, do you use weight to sink your bait down? Well, I fish with artificial bait, so I'll show you what I'm fishing with right now. Robert says, chatterbait time. All right, so right now I'm just throwing a little jig head minnow down there. Let me just straighten it up just a little bit. But it's just a little jig head minnow I'm throwing down there, seeing if those fish are interested in it, which they don't appear to be at the moment. Gregory said, did you put some stank on it? I sure didn't. You think that's what I need, Greg? That is correct, Brian. That is a mooch minnow. That's what I'm throwing on there, a mooch minnow. Frisco says, try a jig. You always fall back to excuse to dangle. Well, I'm gonna dangle just a little bit for a second, Frisco. I told you I just got my unit back, so I need to at least get them set back up. So we're gonna dangle for a minute, and then we'll get back to cranking. We won't be dangling long though, Frisco. What's going on, Rick? Tuning in from Naples, Florida. Jay says, do you use black lizards? I don't really fish with lizards as much as I used to. I still have, you know, my box with them, but I don't really use them that much. Greg says, did I get the temp in Wisconsin? Nope. What is the temp in Wisconsin? All right, so I do not know what those are, but they do not want to play. All right, so I guess we've dangled enough, Frisco. We dangled enough. Let's go ahead and get back to moving with the crankbait. Rick says it's 78 degrees out there. So it's a little windy out here. Can you guys hear all that wind? So we're dealing with a little bit of wind action going on. Parquet said, it looks like you need to change the name of that contest to if you catch anything. Well, yeah, that is a key factor. Yeah, I do need to get something to the boat. What's going on? We have Justin White back in the chat. Good to see you back. Does anybody have any plans for this weekend? Is there anything special going on this weekend that anybody might know about? We have some nice laydowns coming up here. Got hung up on one, so let's just get this loose and keep on moving. I may have to move out of this cove though, because the wind is kind of picking up and it's blowing right into this cove. Rick says I'm going to be smoking some ribs. Turn the trolling motor up a little bit so we can push through it. I'll probably try to find a cove that's not quite as windy, but we have a little time. Brian says he's going to Leo's in McDonough. Good deal. All right, spending some time with some family, always a good thing. Holland Boater says, tight line. Shout out from Finland. We have Finland tuning back in. Glad to see you back in the chat. Make sure you guys have hit that like button for me. It definitely does help the channel. And as I was mentioning earlier, if you are new to the channel, Bass for Cash, it does not cost anything for you to participate. All that you have to do is be a subscriber of the channel. So make sure you guys do hit that subscribe button. Bruce says, are you fishing close to Naples? I am not. I am down in Georgia, Lake Lanier, Georgia, guys. Parquet says, hey, man, slow down that retrieve. The fish can't swim that fast. So right now, we're going to be covering water, guys. We're going to be covering water. I'm pretty much going to keep moving until I get to an area where I feel like I have some some rocks or something like that that the fish will be relating to. I kind of see some along as I may get to the other side of this this cover. This is a what gear ratio is this reel? 6:8 to 1 gear ratio reel, guys. Chat boy says, I need some money. He wants me to catch 2 fish so he can win some money. So I think we had 2 winners the last time that we were out here, guys. We had 2 winners back to back. Whipstick says, money. The big showdown with Chicken Hawk in March 1st. Is it completely full? Why, do you have somebody that wants to come along? Whipstick, who do you have in mind? Who do you have in mind? Jay New. So Jay New, he's already said that he wouldn't be able to make it. He has an event going on that weekend. Did you have somebody else in mind? All right, Bruce says, Rick, I am in Nashville and the water, let me see, continues to fall. That is now according. Okay. All right, you guys are in there networking. Good deal, good deal. So we're kind of shallow right now, guys. I can see the bottom over here, so we're gonna kind of ease through this cove kind of quick. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything out here. So we're just gonna cover water all the way until we get all the way around that cove. We're just gonna be moving kind of fast, guys. To me, I just feel like all this back here where I'm at now is gonna be kind of a dead zone. Gregory says, geez, you can see the bottom of the lake in Lake Lanier. That's right. Yeah, it's pretty clear. Pretty clear water. All right, hold on, guys. Let me grab this call real quick. Hey guys, I know I'm on mute right now, but I'm in the middle of a sponsorship networking call. So I'm still fishing. I'm muted real quick, but I'll be right back. Shout out to Clint Perry. I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, I'm in a conference call right now. So if anybody new comes in and they're wondering why I'm muted, just let them know that I'm on a networking call right now. So I'll be right back in just a second, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. Somebody said I was working on that Zebco 33 sponsorship. Yeah, guys, had to take a quick conference call, so we're back on the move. So we're gonna run all the way down through here. I don't know if you can kind of see, it's kind of a point coming up where it's gonna be a transition where the wind, I'm gonna be back out into the wind once again. But I'm trying to work my way back into these coves, guys. I'm kind of in an area right now. I don't really feel confident I'm gonna catch anything right now in this area, so that's why I'm kind of moving fast. Just covering water, guys. Texas News says Zebco couldn't have found a better pro staffer than MoneyBass. Oh yeah, we out here killing it with the Zebcos. Christine said the wind looked like it slowed down a little bit. It slowed down where I'm at. You kind of see the water's calm right here, but take a look right out there. As soon as I get around this little point right there, do you see how the water looks different out there? That's because the wind is blowing a lot different out there. Chef Boy said, "You throw that tree in the water yet?" I did not. We're easing up on it. We're easing up on it. All right, so you guys see this tree coming up right here? What do you guys think I should throw and fish this tree? Should I stick with the crankbait, or Frisco, should I dangle something? Should I dangle something on that laydown? We're almost to it right here, guys. So this is what we're about to fish. I could pull out from it and just kind of cast this direction and bring the crankbait down it. Or let me see what else I have on deck. I have a shaky head. You guys want me to throw a shaky head over there? A-Team says throw a spinner bait. All right, let's see what else you guys think. Frisco says fish it thoroughly. All right, so Frisco, what do you think I should throw on it? So I'm easing away from it now. I'm getting in position. So there's a good chance there's a fish sitting down there waiting on us. But what do you guys think? I see Paul Ward says any bass on that laydown has seen 100 lures going at speed. Do something else. All right, so what are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking? All right, we got 2 on a spinner bait. 2 guys are saying spinner bait. Frisco says jig or chatterbait slowly. Country Living says have a great time. What's going on, Christine? All right, so we have 2 guys that are saying spinner bait. So we're gonna go with a spinner bait. I mean Frisco, a chatterbait. I mean spinner bait. I mean it's, you know, it'll still kind of do the same thing as a chatterbait, right? We can make it work. We can make it work. All right, let's dig down here into the bag of tricks. Where is that spinner bait at? Let's see. Where's it hiding at? Oh, you know where it's at? It's in the rod locker. Let me hit my Merc says, hey man, you need to whisper. You're scaring the fish away. All right, so here is my spinner bait, guys. That right there, that'll work for you. And actually, the reason why it wasn't in the rod locker is because I had changed it out the other day. So this is my spinnerbait rod right here. So let's go ahead and get that changed up for you guys. Oh man, where is my, I don't see my cutter, so let's just go ahead and use this. Merc said, man, I was playing. It's like when you talk to the fish, they want to come and see what you're talking about. So they'll come over and say, hey man, what's that? Be like, hey fish, I got a little spinnerbait over here. You want to take a bite? All right, so we'll take that spoon off. What's going on, John Neese? Tuning in, says, where are we fishing at today? We're out here on Lake Lanier. You guys wanted me to throw a spinnerbait, so we're gonna put on this spinnerbait. But take a look at this. I was fishing this through grass, guys. This is a 3/4 ounce. Do you see how? See, the lead is actually on the hook and on the front. So I was fishing this through some grass. If you guys want to see some of the results from this, make sure you go to fishxlive.com. Now you can get that app for free, and just go to click on that tournaments link and search for, what lake was I on? Lake Sinclair. Lake Sinclair. You'll see some nice fish that I caught using this spinnerbait, fishing it through grass on that lake. So I was throwing a heavier bait so I could actually fish it slower and keep it in the grass, ticking through that grass. Man, but you know, guys, you guys wanted me to throw this spinner bait. I just don't feel good about throwing spinner baits on this lake in such clear water. This water is so clear. I mean, if I'm sitting in 20 feet of water, I can see down to the bottom of the lake. What's going on, Parker? So Brian says, can anybody fish with us? So this isn't really an open tournament that we're doing. This is going to be a live battle of the anglers. So make sure you guys mark your calendars for that. We are fishing. It's going to be a live battle of the anglers. So your partner Chicken Hawk that everybody is always asking questions about is going to be fishing over there on Lake Logan Martin. Now let's see, guys. I gotta kind of go through here kind of slow. Make sure we don't get hung up. Frisco says, is that a half or a 3/8? This is a 3/4. And I put this on here because it was quick and convenient, which I know I shouldn't have put on here. I already know, Frisco. This isn't what I want to be fishing through there. Paul says, how deep is it? We're sitting in 26 feet of water, but we're throwing all the way up and fishing this laydown right here. You guys wanted me to throw this uh-oh, guys, I think I made a bad cast. Okay, I got it loose. Got it loose. Whipstick says, hey, what's that gear ratio on that reel? So this gear ratio is a 7.5 to 1. So you see I'm kind of reeling a little bit slower. And I'm trying to get it kind of closer into that laydown. But the way those branches are sticking out on this one's not an easy one to fish, guys. Country Living and Fishing says, when I hear his name, Chicken Hawk, I think of that old cartoon. That's exactly where he gets his name from. That's exactly where the name Chicken Hawk comes from. All right, guys, I don't think there's anything on there. I don't think there's any fish on this laydown. So what we're going to do, let's fish it even slower with a shaky head. And we're going to put some stank on it. How about that? All right, Frisco, we're going to do some dangling. I told you guys I throw my shaky head on 12-pound fluorocarbon because I will fish my shaky head in laydowns and stuff like that where other people may throw a Texas rig or something. I will actually fish my fish a shaky head through there. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put a little stank on it. Bam. This fish would be like, what's that smell right there? It smells kind of tasty. Let me put my mouthpiece on it. And before they know it, kapow, right in that mouthpiece. All right, guys, let's go ahead and just flip this in there. Frisco says, I knew it. Frisco said, I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. John Nee says, what's the water temp? The water temp right now is sitting at a nice and easy 52 degrees. All right, guys, we're rolling. We're having some fun out here. So we haven't got anything to the boat yet, guys. We got to kind of get focused, honed in. Really, where I was catching the fish last time, I was in the back of the coves, guys. So we're going to need to, I'm just going to run a little bit more where I'm at now. You know, I get out here and I get kind of hard-headed, guys. I'm supposed to be running that crankbait in the back of these coves. But I had to try something a little different first. Frisco says, over and under, cast hung up. I say 3. John Nee says, go after the big ones. He said, just go ahead and throw a glide bait. Oh, my goodness. Whipstick says, gotta get these likes up to make the fish bite. What do you think, Wimp? How many Whipstick? How many likes do we need to make the fish bite? What's going on, Connor? We have Connor back in the chat. Good to see you. Member of the Money Team. You guys see that badge next to that name? Connor must have got one of those gifted memberships. Shout out to Clint Perry. I need everybody to put CP in the chat because while I was on my conference call, I did see that Clint Perry came in and introduced himself and was like, hey, let me hit you guys with a gifted membership. And that gifted membership went to Bass Shaker TV. So I need you guys to give credit where credit is due. Clint Perry hit you guys with that gifted membership. You never know who's going to get one, guys. So you always want to make sure that you have subscribed to the channel and that you're getting active in the chat. I'm not really sure what determines who gets that gifted membership, but I would say that is something that I would definitely do. Make sure you are subscribed and make sure that you are getting active in the chat, all right? See, we have a few more people tuned in. So do we have anybody else that is new to the channel? Ryan says you need to talk to your bait to get a bite. We have Darren checking in from Ireland. He says the Republic of Ireland. Okay. All right, making it all official and everything. All right, so here we go, guys. We're coming up on a cove. So this cove back here looks pretty decent. So I have two of them back to back. So what I'm gonna do, man, and the sun is heading down on us. Let's go ahead and get back to cranking, and we're gonna move fast, guys. We're gonna move fast and cover water so that I can get back into these coves where I really want to be kind of quick. Parker says, I'm kind of new. All right, so yeah, just make sure you hit that like button. It does not cost anything to participate in Bass for Cash, guys, all right? Bass for Cash is free to participate. All you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel. Make sure you do hit that like button on the, oh my goodness, guys. Did you see that cast? Did you see that cast? It wrapped right around that branch. I thought I was gonna clear that branch, but I did not. Let's see if I can swing it back out of there or if I'm gonna have to go over there and get it. Oh man, I almost got it out and then it wrapped around. Oh, there we go. There we go. Your partner got it loose. I got it loose. Did you see that? All right, I got it loose, but let's get that cast back in there this time. All right, did I make it? Still didn't make it. Come on, buddy. Ah, it wrapped on me, guys. It wrapped. It wrapped on me. It wrapped twice. Shout out to Delta Bass. Welcome to the Money Team. You guys are placing odds on the channel. Are the odds on a fish catch? Is that what's going on? We have a new member of the Money Team. Everybody could put Delta Bass in the chat. Parquet says branch fish are rare. They are very rare for me because a lot of times, as Frisco knows, I'm not fishing shallow enough to where they will even be a factor for me. Let's see if I can just unwrap this real quick. Let's see if I can unwrap it. Let's see, almost got it, almost got it. All right, guys, let's see if I can reach it. All right, here we go, guys. see if we can get it loose. All right, there we go. We got it. We got it now. Back in action. All right, Parquet says, what kind of boat do I have? I'll give you a quick boat tour. Hunt said, this isn't even a fishing channel, is it? He hasn't even caught a fish. It's a casting channel. This is where you learn how to cast at. All right. All right, so you guys wanted a quick boat tour. Let me go ahead and do that real quick, and then we're going to get back moving. So I am running a Nitro Z20, all right? Nitro Z20. Let's just take a look at the back real quick. So I'm running 2 shallow water Talons. These are shallow water anchors for anybody who does not know. What they do is shoot a spike down into the bottom of the lake. As long as I am in 10 foot of water or less, they will be able to shoot a spike and hold the boat in place. And this boat is being pushed by a Mercury Pro XS 250 horsepower 4-stroke motor. So we'll go around 70, a little more, a little less, depending on how things are rigged up. At the console, I'm running 2 units up here. I have a 9-inch helix, a 10-inch helix. Let's see, what else do you guys want to see? What else do you want to see? I'm running the Ultrex trolling motor. I have 2 graphs up in the front, have a Mega 360 and a Mega Live right over on that other side. So that's pretty much it. All right, so let's go ahead and get back to covering some water. Frisco says, with the plug in. Yeah, you do want to put the plug in there. Parker says, man, you need to go ahead and pop one in the mouthpiece. I think we'll be all right once we get back to the back of the coves, guys, because that's where I've been catching them at. But a lot of times when I come out here, you know, I want to try something different first, which I need to actually stop doing that. I need to just head straight to where I'm supposed to be going. All right, so who has plans for this Saturday? The reason I'm asking, guys, is because I will be live at an expo. So I need you guys to mark your calendars. It'll probably start around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, but you guys will get the notification because everybody here is pretty much subscribed to the channel. So you will receive the notification of the expo. Now, one of the things that you guys really did like about the last time that I was live at the expo is that you were able to see custom products that are not available to the general public. All right, so we'll be interviewing a bunch of different product designers, product makers, all of that good kind of stuff. Parquet says, you never leave fish to find fish. You're right. So I should have went back to where I was catching them at before, right? All right, let's go ahead and speed up, guys. Let's speed up. Shout out to Parker, says, I'm subscribed. Frisco, you're going to be fishing in all of that? Is it a tournament? It has to be a tournament because you're not just going out there just to be fishing in storms and all of that for no reason, right? Texas Snoop says, when is the Battle of the Anglers? It is taking place on March 1st and 2nd on Lake Logan Martin. So the person you all know, and I guess some of you like Chicken Hawk, but Chicken Hawk will be there. He will be there catching another beatdown. Frisco says, yep, it's a tournament and the show must go on. Frisco, what is the biggest fish that you have caught on, what lake did you say you, on Lake Fork? Oh my goodness. Man, you out there having a good time on Lake Fork. I bet that Chad shad that I had would definitely work out there. I haven't caught anything on my Chad shad yet. I need to go to a lake where I can catch them. What's going on, Clint Perry? He says squawking hawk. Yep, chicken hawk will be there. All right, guys, do we have one? All right, guys, we got one, guys. We got one, and it's a good one. It's a good one, guys. Oh, my goodness, it's a good fish. It is a good fish, guys. Oh, my goodness. It is a good one, guys. Oh, come on, buddy. This is a good one, guys. It ate that crankbait right up. Oh, my goodness. Do you see the bendation? Do you see it? Oh, my goodness. I got to get the net. Oh, bam. Oh, my God. Do you see the girth? Do you see the girth on it? Oh, my goodness. Look at the crankbait. It is all the way in that mouthpiece. Let's go ahead and get it out of there, guys. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, guys. And that crankbait came right out of there. Did you see that? Alexandra says, hello. That's right, Alexandra. Hello. Alexandra popped up just in time. Did we get the likes up? We sure did. I told you guys 70 likes. Make the fish bite. Just in time. Now this one had it good, guys. It had it good. Let's see if I can get it out of here. I'm gonna have to put some water on it. Oh my goodness, guys. All right, let's clean this. Got to clean this one off, guys. Let's kind of rinse her off a little bit. Pop her in that line real quick. Goodness gracious, look at her. Look at her, she's huge. All right, so I know you guys talk bad about your partner MoneyBass, right? Who hopped in the chat? What did I miss? Shout out to Country Living and Fishing. Hit the channel with 5 gifted memberships. All right, guys, we're in there. We're in there. We're making it happen. So what did I tell you? What did I tell you? You guys saw the bendation. The bendation was real. So yeah, that fish right there swallowed it. It was kind of bleeding pretty bad too. But we'll get it fixed up. We're gonna go ahead and weigh this one pretty quick, guys, so we can get it back in the water so it won't be away from home for too long. Now let's get some water in here so we can kind of flush away some of that. All right, I'm gonna hop into the chat in just a second, guys. Let's see what you guys had to say about that fish catch. I need to see what you had to say about it. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look and see how the fish is doing. Okay, let's give her a little water. All right, bam. You guys see that? Did you see it? That was a 7-foot cranking rod right there. This is the Ducket Zeus. You guys saw the bait. Look at that. Paya right in that mouthpiece. All right, let's hop in the chat real quick. Now, you guys know that fish right there, that might be a $40 bill going out to somebody. But let's hop in the chat. Let's see what you guys were saying. All right, Frisco says bendation. Texas Noob said that rod is bending. And Hunt says we are on. That's right. He says, oh, I guess this is a fishing show, right? All right, let's see. Let's see what else you guys saying. Parker said, don't lose it. Oh, yeah, it was fighting. I thought I might lose that one. But once I saw that crankbait all the way in the mouthpiece, I knew it was over. Wicked Weasel says, finally. Ashton said, the bendation is real. Country Living and Fishing says, Bend Nation. Rod G said, you gotta love it when that rod loads up. Oh, yeah, and it was behind the boat, too, which made it a little odd, made it a little different. Ashton said, that's a toad. Oh, yeah, it's a nice one. Frisco says, it's 3+ easy, and that would be correct. Let me just show you. It is 3+ easy. That one is 3+ easy, is what I would say. That's kind of giving you guys some hints. All right, let's see. Connor says, nice fish. Christine says, that's a 6-pounder. I don't know about a 6-pounder. Delta Bass said, boom. That is right. Whipstick says, another busted mouthpiece. Oh, my goodness, guys. Frisco says, thought she was on cookie duty. All right, so shout out to Country Living and Fishing. I need you guys to put Country Living in the chat. All right, gifted 5 memberships. They went to Zyro's Garden, Low Key Custom Cars, Nikki, MBP Fishing, and High X4. Shout out to Country Living and Fishing. Really appreciate the strong support of the channel. All right. Says, you going to eat him? He said, I would. No, sir. We're gonna see if anybody wants to win some money off of him. Let her go back home. Chef Boy says, you was just talking about how you ain't catch nothing on that bait. Oh, no, I've been catching them on this bait, Chef Boy. So this is the bait that I have been using. Let me just show you guys again. There we go. I put out a little short today, too. Showed you guys the bait. But that's the one that I've been using right there. Out here catching some good ones. Chauncey says, can you say pow? Lorenzo said, it's about time. Hey, man, we haven't been out here that long. We haven't been out here that long, guys. Shout out to Country Living and Fishing. All right, so let me show you guys, let me tell you guys how Bass for Cash works. Your partner MoneyBass comes out here on a weekly basis. Take a look at her. She's huge. She has a big old stomach on her. Let me hold her with 2 hands because I know she may try to jump. Do you see that? Do you see the stomach on her? She's like, oh yeah, I have some girth. The girthification is real. Now, does anybody know the phrase bendation leads to girthification? There we go. All right. All right, there we go. Rich G said it weighs some pounds and ounces, so he wins. All right, let's go ahead and put a little cold tag on her real quick so we can get her out of the live well a little easier. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and get this cracking, guys. We're gonna do Bass for Cash. All right. Let's see, we're at 77 likes. Let's go ahead and get up to 85 likes, guys. We need, what is that? Just 8 more likes. 8 more likes, and then we're gonna weigh that fish. Let's go ahead and put some more water on her while she's in there. Make her feel at home. So we're gonna, when we get to 85 likes, we're gonna do this thing called Bass for Cash. Now, for anybody that does not know, Bass for Cash is where I catch the fish. All you have to do is be a subscriber to participate. So we're gonna keep on moving, guys. We didn't even make it back completely into the cove where I was heading. All right, Alexandria is dropping the rules of engagement. Man, you guys hit that like button quick. You guys hit the like button quick. They were like, hey man, we want this money. All right, make sure you guys are reading the rules of engagement, all right? She is putting the rules for Bass for Cash in the chat for you guys. So what I'm going to do is give you guys just a few minutes to make sure that you have had a chance to hit that like button. Shipboy says the DQ queen is back in the house. That's right. She's watching you. She's going to have her eyes on you. All right. So, guys, make sure that you read the rules of engagement. And we're going to weigh this fish and see if anybody wants to walk away with a little cash for Valentine's Day. All right. Who was that was asking for the Valentine's Day cash a little earlier? So this is your chance. It could be worth up to $40. Now, remember, it does not cost anything for you guys to participate. All that you have to do is be a subscriber of the channel. Subscribe to the channel, guess the exact weight of the fish, and that is it. Now, remember, you only get 1 guess per fish. All right, 1 guess per fish. If you put more than 1 guess in the chat, that's shout out to Chef Boy. He was like, it was me. So if you put more than 1 guess in the chat, you will be disqualified, all right? Now, remember, membership does have its privileges. The people that you see, the members of the Money Team that have the badge next to their name. they actually get 2 guesses per fish, so they have twice the chance to win. Like I said, membership does have its privileges. All right, so you want to make sure that you follow these rules of engagement that Alexandria is putting in the chat for you. Now, I'm just giving it a little bit more time, guys. I appreciate everybody for getting the likes up. I want to give a big shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations. They are the original sponsor of Bass for Cash, guys. SWAT Lawn Operations is based out of Conyers, Georgia, and services all surrounding metro Atlanta areas. For a free estimate for your residential or commercial properties, make sure you call 404-423-5131, all right? Remember that, guys. And also, everybody here, hopefully you have already gone to FishX Live. FishX Live is the premier live streaming tournament app. So if you are a bass club, catfish club, crappie club, any type of fishing organization, and you want to take your tournaments to the next level, make sure you check out FishX Live, a premier live streaming tournament app. They have live leaderboards, live chat, and also live streaming capabilities that can make your organization's live streaming presence just like the pros, guys. Delta Bass says, I get 2 guesses today. Drew says, Bass for Cash. That is right. It's about to happen. Bass for Cash is about to happen. What's going on, Edwards? We have Edwards tuning in. All right, so we're coming back here into this nice little cut, guys. Now, this is a nice looking area back here. Let me just take some time and just reset everything real quick. It's getting a little chilly out here. Cameron says, me and my brother caught a 35 to 40 pound drum. Oh my goodness, that was a good one. All right, so are you guys ready to go ahead and weigh this fish so we can go ahead and let her go back home and get her relaxation on? All right, Alexandria, just let me know when you are ready and we'll go ahead and, wait a minute. Is the reception, how's my signal, guys? All right, drop a 1 in the chat if everything looks good and sounds good. All right, Parker says we are a little blurry. All right, guys, so we're gonna have to move out of this cove a little bit. So let's go ahead and fish through this cove. All right, Alexandria says ready, but we're a little bit fuzzy. Frisco says, hey man, don't go too far. Don't go too far back there. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of get out. All right, so this is what I want you guys to do. Just let me know when it's no longer blurry. And once we get into I'm just gonna kind of go out here away from everything, kind of get back out here into the open. And once I get out there, just let me know. And then we will go ahead and weigh that fish, guys. All right, so what about now, guys? Is the signal clear? Can you guys hear me okay? See me okay? Just put yes in the chat if we're good. Put yes in the chat if we're good where we're at. All right, Scott says we're good. Everybody's putting yes in the chat. All right, so we have a bunch of yeses, so let's go ahead and get it cracking. All right, so we are good, guys. We're good. All right, you guys hit me quick with the muted. So yeah, we did mute up for just a quick second. But is everything clear? Can you guys see me okay? Hear me okay? If everything looks good, just put yes in the chat. And if it looks good, Alexandria, go ahead and put ready. And then I'll go ahead and show you guys the fish. As soon as I see Alexandria put ready in the chat, I will show you guys the fish, and then she will open the scales. So we are going into subscriber only mode. So remember, you must be a subscriber in order to participate. So hopefully everybody that is watching has already hit the subscribe button. Right now, we're just waiting for Alexandria to let us know that she is ready, and then we're gonna take her out of the chat. All right, so we're gonna take her out of the live with. All right, so she is ready, guys. All right, Alexandria, as soon as I pull her out, you can go ahead and announce scales open. So here we go. There's the scales right here. I mean, this is the measuring board. Once you see, all right, scales are officially open, guys. You have 2 minutes to put your guess in the chat. Take a look at that. This fish, there's 15 inches right there. This fish's tail goes well past that. Let's see. Let's take another measurement. So that's about, let's see, 15. Man, I don't know. How big is that fish? That fish almost looks like it's about 19 inches, right? 16, 17, 18, over 18 inches. That's over an 18-inch fish, guys. You have 2 minutes to put your guesses in the chat, all right? And while you guys are doing that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna log this fish right into Fish X Live while we are doing that. Cameron says, I wish I could change my guess now. Oh my goodness. Remember, guys, you only get one guess and one guess only. Do not put more than one guess in the chat, and do not put your same guess in there multiple times, because you will be disqualified and everybody will laugh at you. All right? So that fish is a big one. It's a good one. All right, so guys, what we're gonna do, make sure you guys go to fishxlive.com. So we're gonna show you what that looks like. So we're gonna go to fishxlive.com. You're gonna download the app. Once you download the app, oh my goodness, wait a minute. You are disqualified. Bradley Flowers for multiple guesses. Oh no, Bradley, she will catch you. I told you guys, you do not want to put multiple guesses in there. The rules of engagement are in the chat. They are also in the description, guys. Do not get disqualified. All right, so here we go, guys. So let's go to my journal of catches, and we're gonna log this catch. So here are the fish that we have been catching in February so far, guys. All right, so now let's see. We're gonna log this catch. This is Lake Lanier. Lake Lanier. Remember, guys, we are logging this in Fish X Live. You want to go to Fish X Live, guys. Everybody here can go and set up their free account. All right. This is a spotted bass. We don't know the weight yet, so I'm going to put 100 in here for the weight. Inches, that fish was about over 18 inches, but let's put 18. We're going to take a quick picture of this, and I'm just waiting to see when scales are closed, guys, and we're going to go ahead and weigh that fish, and then we're going to release it. All right, so we're going to take a picture. Let's go ahead and flip the camera around. All right, there we go, guys. Look at her. She's a good one. All right, scales are now officially closed, guys. Officially closed. The scales are officially closed. So we're about to announce the winner of this weight. Winner of this fish. All right, let's just finish logging this here real quick. So there's the picture of that fish, guys. It was huge. All right, so then I always track my location. So we're gonna hit track location, and that'll let me know exactly where I caught this fish. All right, and so we're gonna put a note in here real quick. Caught this fish going into the back of a cove, period. Caught it on a red crankbait, period. Near laydowns, period. Oh, well, let's see. Uh-oh, I was still talking. All right, there we go. So we got that. We dictated our note in there. So now let's take a picture of the bait, and we're gonna log a picture of the actual crankbait that I used in here. So let's do that next. And then we're gonna weigh the fish, guys. So just bear with me. Just bear with me. Let's go ahead and put this bait right down here. Gonna get a nice picture of it. Go straight to camera. So now this will allow me to be able to come back, see the bait that I use, track the location, all of that good stuff. All right, so we got the picture. Gonna okay that. Water temp today, I think that was around 52 degrees, right? Weather, let's see, it's just partly cloudy. Water clarity, I told you guys that water was extremely clear. The wind is 0 to 5 miles an hour. It's not that bad today. Not where I caught the fish at. And then we're just gonna submit that. So now that fish, there it goes. So now it is logged into FishX Live, guys. So if you want to see it, you can go to fishxlive.com and you can actually download the app. You can go to, just search out MoneyBass when you go to Anglers. Just search out MoneyBass and you can go and see the catches that we have had for this month. So there we go, February 13th. All right, length about 18 inches. There are the details. You can see the bait. So this is how you can track your catches, guys, and come back to locations wherever you found where, you know, fish were active at. There's the map, so you can zoom in on the map and see exactly where you need to go. All right, so there we go. All right, Chris Phillips says, I'm not too late. I think you may have missed it, Chris, if you didn't already put your weight in there. All right, here we go, guys. All right, guys, hold off on the chat for just a second. We are going to, are we still good with the guesses, Alexandra? Because we're about to go ahead and weigh the fish right now. All right, guys, I will tell you my guess on the weight of this fish, because she's a good one. All right, Alexandra, are you ready? All right, Alexandra, are you ready? All right, we are zeroed out, guys. I think this fish is going to be a let's go with a 347, guys. Let's just go into 347. All right, 347, guys. That's what my guess is. Let's see what we have. Let's see. It may have tricked me, but we'll see. Oh my goodness, do you see it? 385. 385. 385. Do we have a winner at 385? Uh-oh. 385, guys. 385. 385. 385. Oh my goodness, guys. That is a 3.85 pounder. You see what FishX Live will do to you? Along with these ducket rods, always putting them to work. Let's go ahead and let this baby go. All right, there we go, guys. Uh-oh, she gonna swim off nice and slow. It looks like I may need to help that one. Where's the net? Let's get her. I might need to take her back in shallow. All right, we're gonna have to let her rest a little bit, guys. Oh, there she goes. She's fighting now. All right, there she goes, guys. There she goes. Whipstick said G-juice is what she needed. She swam off a little slow, but she'll be all right. It's kind of cold out here too, guys, because even when I was fighting her to the boat, she wasn't really fighting a lot. It was just the weight of the fish, and she was behind the boat. All right, so Did we have a winner? Did we have a winner? Because I missed it. I missed it, guys. Did we have a winner? Where did I put my scale at? I'll be back into the chat in just a second, and then we'll hop back into it and see if see if we had a winner for one, and then we'll go back into this cove a little bit more, see if we can get one more before we head out for the day. Kevin Two Fishes says no winner. Say it ain't so, Kevin. I know it ain't true. I need to see what Alexandra makes it official. Let me go and find what Alexandra had to say. No winner. She said no official winner. Oh my goodness. Nobody wanted that money. Nobody wanted that money. Rich G says we had a 386 by Brian the Fisherman Baker. So close. Oh my goodness, guys. Shout out to Country Living and Fishing. Right, there you go, Air Force. Yep, we out here doing our thing, guys. All right, well, let's see. Nobody wanted that money. Do you guys want me to catch another one? Or are you ready to call it a day? What does the chat want? Let's go ahead and head back in a little bit closer. Alexandra says, no official winner. However, Brian the Fisherman Baker was close with a 386. So close. Shout out to Terry C. Appreciate your service. Retired Army. All right. Frisco says, luck may strike twice today. So Frisco, let me ask you, are you having fun? Are you enjoying the non-dangle? There we go, Frisco. Are you enjoying the non-dangling content? Shout out to Alexandra. She said, thank you for your service. Do you guys know? Alexandra, let them know. What branch of the service were you in? Alexandra is a real one. You guys may not have known that, but Alexandra is a real one. Let them know who Alexandra is. Go ahead and let them know, Alexandra. What branch of the military were you in? Well, actually, if you haven't put it in, does anybody know what branch of service Alexandra was in before she puts it in there? Does anybody know what branch of service Alexandra was in? We have any guesses? Tony 450 says, uno más, por favor. Uno más. He says he wants to try it again. He needs some Valentine's Day money. Man, nobody guessed the weight. Isn't that something? Terry C says, thanks to all the vets. Gabe, we just released a what was the weight on it? A 385? We just released a 385. Nobody wanted that money, though. Nobody guessed the weight of the fish. We're out here trying to do bass for cash, but nobody wanted the cash. I got the bass, but nobody wanted the cash. Chef Boy says she was a covert operative. You can't be giving away all the secrets, Chef Boy. She might have to disappear you if you seem like you know too much. Parker said the next fish caught will be mine. Let's see if I can get this right in there in that dock slip. There we go, right in there. We're kind of shallow, guys. We're in about 8 feet of water, but that's where we've been catching them at. We've been catching them kind of shallow. That's right, Chef Boy. She might have to disappear you if you appear to know too much info. Frisco said, okay, Alex, spill it. What are the secrets? She said, Frisco, you already know. You already know, Frisco. If I tell you, I might have to disappear you. Oh, wait a minute. Frisco, what you know about that lingo? Is Frisco know something about that, Alexandra? Hey, see, does Frisco know a little something too? Oh, my goodness. You guys are speaking in code in the chat. Shout out to Mask Off. He says, was that the crankbait I gave you? What crankbait did you give me, Mask Off? This was the one that I was trying to find, but I couldn't find any. All right, let's run this crankbait right down the side of this dock. All right, it's banging off of the bottom just a little bit. We're gonna fish it kind of slow. Let's kind of pop it just a little bit. Uh-oh, Frisco said, excuse you, money. My apologies, sir. My apologies. My apologies. Frisco is official. Okay, all right. Frisco said, excuse me. You need to put some respect on my name. Bradley said, hide the crayons. All right, so that one came right out there off of that point. So we got it saved into FishX Live. And actually, you remember I put the wrong weight in there because I didn't know the weight at the time. So let's go back and correct that before I forget. All right, so that was a 385, right, guys? So there we go. Look how big that fish is. That was a huge one. It was good. She had a big old stomach on her. All right, so we're going to go in here and edit that catch. And we're going to change that weight to 385, 3.85. It was a good one. Crankbait bites are kind of fun. I know Frisco agrees with that. Uh-oh, I don't know what the crayon thing means, but it must not be anything good. Frisco said, hey, Brad, they might have to disappear you if you get out of line. You don't want to get disappeared. All right, so we're gonna just go down and fish this cove, guys. We're gonna see if we can knock one out real quick. The sun is heading down, and it is a little chilly out here. You got your partner MoneyBass out here snotting. I'm out here snotting a little bit. Snotting is not fun. So we're not gonna be out here too much longer. MJ's Bowl says, this is a golden hour. Let's make it happen. All right, we're gonna see if we can make it happen. It's the hour of power. We're gonna see how fast we can clear this cove. So we're gonna go all the way in here and come all the way back out to that point right there, guys. So we're gonna cover some water with this crankbait. Brad says, slap your field jacket on. You see what I got? You see, I'm good, but it's it still ain't protecting me from being out here snotting. It's a little chilly. It's not covering up my nose though. Man, these docks back here have cables going all the way across them. So I'm not gonna be able to fish it the way that I want it to. Because I wanted to be able to throw this all the way to the bank and bring it all the way back down. Parker says, is that a Spro crankbait? It sure is. We're out here busting them in the mouthpiece with that Spro rock crawler. It's fun. Straight out the pack. I don't even think I changed the hooks on it. But that last fish, it got it down. I mean, it swallowed the whole thing. Sometimes I kind of like to play around with the retrieves on these crankbaits. The one that I caught before the cold front came in, I was kind of playing around with the retrieve on it like that, kind of snap it a little bit, and that's when the fish hit it. Kind of pausing it a little bit. Mascot says, how deep are you fishing? I'm fishing in 20 feet of water right now, but I'm trying to throw the crankbait as shallow as I can get it and bring it all the way back. But the problem is that there are cables. I don't know if you guys can see, but there are cables going all the way across and kind of crisscrossing each other. So I can't really make the cast where I want them to go. Fisherman Dollar says, any fish in the boat? No, sir, they're not in the boat. The fish has already gone home. We already waited. Nobody wanted the money, though. We had a 385, but nobody wanted those funds, so we went ahead and let her go back home after all of the incorrect guesses came through. Oh, my goodness, guys. Come on. Don't get caught up on that rope. Did it get caught up on the rope? Man, this looked like such a lovely dock, and I messed my cast up. Fisherman Dog says, it happens. Yep, it does happen. Let me hurry up and get out of here, though. You think somebody will get mad if they come out here and be like, hey, man, get out of my dock. Get away from my dock, man. Don't you touch my dock. That crankbait belongs to me now. You should have never let it get tied up on my dock, MoneyBass. You get out of here. You scoundrel. You trying to steal my dock? Man, that's some good looking water down there too, guys. Good looking water that I can't fish now. Frisco said, I've heard that before. Yeah, I had somebody one time, I wasn't even close to the dock, but this lady came out and she said, don't hit my ladder. She had a metal ladder on the edge of the dock, and she said, don't hit the ladder. And I was like, that's kind of an odd request. Don't hit the ladder. Let's go ahead and fish in there anyway. I just wanted to make the cast for fun, even though we already blew out the spot. Fisherman Dog says, who says throw it back in there? All right, there we go. Let's get that out there. Oh, Parker, you saw the video that I put out where that lady jumped in the water to run the fisherman off? Man, it's nice and chill back here, nice and calm. Terry C said, fish are in the water, not on the dock. You never know, it could be a dock fish, right? Parker said, yep, that's where he saw it. Okay, so Parker knows the content. I put that video out a long time ago. Let's see, I see a little something out there. Let's see if those are some minnow fish. They want some minnows out there. Oh my goodness, guys. Let me show you something. You see all those fish right there that follow the bait back? They're out here under the boat. What's going on, Joe Winkler? He says, good afternoon, everyone. Shout out to Joe Winkler. We're out here having a good time, Joe. We'll be out here for just a little bit longer, seeing if we can get one more to the boat. Nobody wanted that money, Joe. Nobody wanted any Valentine's Day money. Country Living and Fishing says they wanted it, but I didn't catch the right fish. I was supposed to catch the fish that weighed the amount that they guessed, not the other way around. I did it backwards. Uh-oh. Joe says he has the flu. All right, well, we hope you get better very quickly. You said you just got it yesterday. So hopefully it won't last long. Hopefully you only got 2 or 3 more days to go and it'll be gone right away. Uh-oh, Parker says, I got it too. Man, I heard the flu's been going around. Joe says, no trucking for me today. Yeah, I bet. The headache is horrible. All right, so there are fish back here in this cove, guys. It's just a matter of if I can find the ones that'll bite. All right, Frisco, we're back to doing a little dangling. We have a fish right on it, guys. There's 2 fish down there right on this bait. I'm gonna drop it all the way to the bottom. See if they'll take it off the bottom. Fisherman Dollar says he hasn't pulled the trigger. Oh my goodness. Oh no. It came off, guys. It came off. Oh my goodness, guys. It was a good one too. That was a nice fish. All right, I'm back, guys. I'm back. So we're sitting right on top of some fish. I had a real nice one on, guys. But right now with the water temps, one of the things for me that I've noticed is when these water temps are colder like this, and if I do not set that hook good enough, it will not penetrate the mouth of these fish. So we're gonna put a little stank on it, something that'll make them hold on to it a little bit better. Once again, guys, big shout out to Country Living and Fishing. Country Living and Fishing is today's sponsor. Gifted out those, I believe it was what, 5 memberships, guys? Gifted out those memberships to the crew. And like I say, each week when we're out here, whoever gives the largest super chat, super sticker, or gifted memberships to the viewers of the channel, they are the sponsor of that live stream, guys. All right, let's just scan around a little bit more. I don't know why this unit keeps turning off. All right, so let's see. Let's see, guys. We're back out here doing some dangling. Is Frisco still in the chat? We're sitting in 33 feet of water, guys. I think I know what the problem is. I think my power is low. I did not charge my batteries. We're about to be heading out in just a minute anyways, but let's go down here and flip this Perco switch. Again, want to give a big shout out to fishxlive.com. Do we have anyone in the chat that is a member of a fishing club, whether it's catfish, bass club, crappie fishing, any of that good stuff? Make sure you guys check out fishxlive.com, guys. All right, let's see. There we go. They're back down there. They're back down there. Man, it would have been nice to get that fish to the boat off of this little minnow bait. I still have not got a fish to the boat off of this minnow bait yet. I've had 2 fish on. First time I had it on 6-pound line, so I did not set the hook into that fish like I should have. and it came off. The second time was today. I did the same thing, but I had 8-pound line today, but I still did not set that hook on that fish like I should have. Terry C says, can you put stank on it in a tournament? I sure can. Yep, you sure can. It's all kind of stuff you can do in tournaments, guys. Joe Wink said you got to stank up that jig head. All right, let's go ahead and get something down there on the bottom to them, because they're down there on the bottom, guys. "25 feet of water." We're sitting in 28, and I'm fishing 25 feet of water right now. All right, so I'm going to check the... John Joe says, I am a member again. That is right, John Joe. Somebody did gift you a membership the other day. I can't remember who it was. Actually, it was probably Clint Perry. Hit you with that gifted membership. Fisherman Dollar says, throw that underspin at him. All right, guys, hold on just a minute. Baby boy says, why can't I hear you? I just muted out for a quick second. I had to take a call, but I'm back. I'm back. All right, guys, we're going to be out here for just a little bit longer. See if we can get one more to the boat. So we shall see. Baby boy says, any fish on the boat? We had a nice 3.85 pounder that came in, but nobody wanted that fish. Nobody wanted that money. Nobody guessed the weight of that fish. So we're back at it once again. Gonna see if I can pop one more in the mouthpiece before we head out today. All right, what I want you guys to do is set your alarms, your calendars for this Saturday. I will be at a big expo, and at this expo, there are going to be vendors and everybody there that have products and baits and things like that that you will not be able to get out on the regular market. So I will be going and doing some interviews with some of those guys, showing some of those new and innovative baits that are coming out. So just make sure that you are available on Saturday. It'll probably be around 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. from about 10 to 1, guys. So make sure you tune in for that, all right? Let's see if I can get a cast all the way to the back there. Closer to those rocks. Bash Brawl says, where is it? It is going to be in, goodness. You know what? I can't remember it's NOE Expo. I believe is it Carrollton? Is it Carrollton, Georgia? Can somebody do a quick search for me real quick? Look up NOE Fishing Expo. And I believe it's taking place in Carrollton, Georgia. Country living efficiency. He's just dangling. So yeah, we had that other one on, guys, but I did not set that hook into it good enough to get him to the boat. Let's just ease back. So if the weather is good, what we'll do, since there are a lot of fish in here in this pocket, we'll come back here tomorrow and just start off in this location. All right, can somebody just take a look for me and see? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, there we go, guys. I think that's what we were looking for. Is that bait fish out there? Did I get him, guys? Is that a fish, guys? It doesn't feel like a fish. It's not fighting. I don't know what it is, but I thought I had one. What is this thing? Oh, look what I fought all the way back to the boat, guys. Do you see what I caught? Do you see it? Does anybody see what I caught? Oh, man, this is Frisco's fault. Do you see it? Country living and fishing said, that's right, I caught a stick fish. It put up a good fight, too. I fought it all the way back to the boat. Shout out to Clint Perry. Hit the channel with that gifted membership. Went out to Edward McCarthy. Oh, yeah. Tug drug fishing. You saw it. I had a 3-pounder. I caught a 3.85 pound spotted bass. And then I just caught a 3-pounder. So if anybody asks, have we caught anything, let them know that I got 2 to the boat. That 3-pounder did come to the boat, so it counts, right? Oh, man, it was feeling so good. It was feeling so good, too, guys. The only problem was it wasn't really fighting back. Bash Bros says, oh, I won't be there. Brad says, it only counts if you weigh it. Oh, man, now you tell me. feel like I was cheated. Tug Drug said, let me see your skipping technique. You want to see some skipping? Man, I'm not in a skipping mood today. Maybe next time. Maybe when it's a little warmer. Maybe that's it. Frisco has a nice little tree pounder technique story too. All right, guys, I need you to put, let's see what time it is. Put 11 minutes on the clock. We have 11 minutes on the clock, guys. And then we're going to roll out. But if the weather's good, we'll be back tomorrow. Frisco says you're running out of daylight. Yeah, we're running out of daylight, guys. We have 11 minutes on the clock. All right, let's see, guys. Yeah, Parker said you can't be missing them. That's right. Can't be missing them. I mean, I missed today. I only missed one today, all right? Nine minutes on the clock. Oh, my goodness, guys. There was one chasing the bait back, and I started to take off before I let it take it. Ah. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Country Living and Fishing says, you can do it. Let's try to beat the clock. All right, let's spin back around over here and see if these other fish where that one came off is still back over here ready to have some fun. See if it wants to play around a little bit. Let's see, where did they go? Let's try one more thing, then we're gonna get out of here, guys. How much time we have? 6 minutes on the clock. 6 minutes on the clock. We're gonna try this wacky worm real quick. Had to put a little bit of stank on there. Man, now that is a slow fall. There's my wacky rig right there, guys. I was trying to get it back here where those fish were at, but it's too far into that dock. Let's see. Four minutes on the clock, guys. 4 minutes on the clock. All right, I may have got it where I needed to go. There's the wacky rig falling right there, right into that cover. So we'll see. And Joe Wink said, looks like some good fish behind that bait ball. Yeah, just wish they would cooperate a little bit better though, right? All right, so there's my bait falling right down in there. Doesn't look like there's anything really chasing it though. Got one eyeball in it. Let's go ahead and turn these lights on, guys. Nothing's really following that, but I did see another good fish that was under the boat. We have 2 minutes left, 2 minutes on the clock. See, we're out here kind of pinned to the bottom out here, guys. Let's just flip it out there and see if we can get anything to come off of the bottom. All right, make sure you guys have marked your calendars for this Saturday, 10 p.m. We will be live at that expo if you are interested in seeing some exclusive baits and products, new and innovative vendors and stuff like that. Oh my goodness, who is that? Shout out to Joe Winkler. Hit the channel with the 2020. Oh my goodness, he says iBass Series tournaments, giving up a little for the fuel tank on the nitro. Really appreciate that, sir. I need everybody to put Joe Winkler in the chat. He's closing his live stream off right at 6:30. Joe Winkler is the sponsor of today's live stream. Really appreciate that, sir. We have an honorable mention going out to Country Living and Fishing and, of course, CP. So if you guys could, wait a minute, check this out. Let's celebrate his 20th super chat on a live stream. Big shout out to Joe Winkler. Really appreciate that, sir. If you guys could put Joe Winkler in the chat. All right, so there we go, guys. Appreciate that, Joe. Appreciate everybody for tuning in today. Too bad nobody wanted that money, though. Nobody wanted that money for that 3.85 pounder that your partner MoneyBass got to the boat. Again, want to give a big shout out. Let me get these rods and everything tied up, guys. It's getting a little chilly out here. It's just a little chilly. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'll check the weather. If the weather is good, we'll be back again tomorrow doing this thing we call Bass for Cash, where I catch the fish. All you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel. All you have to do is be a subscriber, guess the exact weight of the fish, and you'll walk away with a nice cash prize. All right? All right, look at that right there. Have that rattle trap tied on. All right, so let's do a quick rundown, guys. What could be better than being out here on this Nitro Z20, pushed by that 250 horsepower Merc 250 4-stroke? Out here with these ducket rods, guys, making things happen. All right, everybody. Really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Big shout out to Joe Winkler, the current sponsor of today's live stream, with an honorable mention going to Clint Perry and Country Living and Fishing. All right, guys. It's going to be a little chilly ride back to the ramp, but let's go ahead and make it happen. Let's put the lights on here, guys. All right, there we go. It is time to roll. All right, there we go. Time to roll, guys. All right, really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure you set your calendars for this Saturday, 10 a.m. I will be live at the NOE Outdoors Expo. All right, really appreciate it. Shout out to Joe Winkler. Big shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations. And as always, make sure you guys check out fishxlive.com, the premier live streaming tournament app. Live leaderboards, live chat, live stream your weigh-ins, all of that good stuff to increase your social media presence. Whew, it's cold. Let's roll, guys.